Like I said earlier, today's all about sharing never-before-seen interviews. Back in April, Zendaya released her new movie, Challengers, and she came by to talk about it. But first, we talked about music, because, well, I'm a musician. Let's look. But you have 2 Emmys now, so where do you put them in your house?
I put them on a piano.
Okay,
like
lovely.
during lockdown, I was like, you know what? Let me try to acquire a new skill. So I said I bought this like old piano, and I had it delivered, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna do this, and it really just became
Like a shelf.
a shelf. Yes, I did not learn a dang thing. Okay.
Okay, I did the same thing. I was like, oh, I have this beautiful room in this house. This is a long time ago in Texas. I was like, and I got a baby grand. It's so beautiful. And I was like, I'm gonna invest in it.
Right.
I'm gonna play so beautiful. I'm gonna be like Sarah McLachlan out there just like killing it, singing, playing. No.
Yeah.
I have the one
hopes
gift.
and dreams.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard because I want to sit down and play Beethoven.
See, that's my problem.
Yeah.
I want to skip to the final result.
I know. I don't want to put in all that hard work. I already did it with other talents.
Exactly.
I just want to sit down and I just want to go.
Exactly.
Yeah. And it turns out it doesn't work like that. Weird. Yeah.
You have to practice.
Yeah, that's weird.
Annoying.
You know what I'll say though too? I've never. Well, what's funny is you're in that as well. I didn't even put that together. But like when I watch Dune or when I watch this, they're so different. But how I'm affected by the music in Dune is how I'm affected, oddly enough, and it couldn't be more different. The score is like and what's going on.
Yeah.
But the music is almost like another character in this film, and it's tension. It creates that tension when the game's being played, when you're in a relationship, like having those moments, the intimate moments. Like it's a character.
Absolutely. As soon as it kicks off, like there's, I feel like we're just talking about something you guys haven't seen
I know.
yet.
I'm sorry.
I am so sorry.
I'm so sorry.
But there is a scene where because the music is almost like it's like dance music. It's techno.
But it's intense and it gets you in there.
And it gets you going.
Yeah.
So there's a shot where the music first kind of kicks in. It's like
yeah. And I was like, what is happening?
Like, oh,
yeah.
You want to dance, you want to scream.
But it makes you like a part of the game.
Exactly.
It was so well done. Yeah,
I can't take much credit for it.
No,
That's
but
all
it's rare when I watch a film, though, and it's funny. You're in 2 of them that I've seen that really the music affects me like that as well, because music does play a huge part, I think, if you're doing it right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, you're also a producer in this as well. Is that something that you really love doing, the behind-the-scenes stuff too?
It is. I mean, it's something that I started doing when I was on back in my Disney days.
Yeah.
Again, I don't know how much actual producing I was doing, but I was figuring it out, and I still am. I think for me, it's just a way to creatively be at the table. And have a space to actually put your input to.
Yeah, be part of the decisions.
Yeah, be part of the decisions that ultimately, like, you have a strong vision and you want to be in service of what's best for the characters and for, the vision of the collective. I mean, there's so many people that help to make this. Like, I'm just one, but there's so many people, and you just want to make sure that it's the best version of it. So being able to have like a real role in that is really special. Yeah. And, I love the filmmaking process. So it's a great place to learn about filmmaking, truthfully.
You must, you work with so many incredible teams. Not even just cast, but like even if you stay for the credits, you're looking at the directors, the writer, like you work with incredible teams on all these different projects. It's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel very lucky. Yeah. I feel very, very lucky. I think every day I learn, more and learn something new from the people that you're around. Yeah. And Luca Guadagnino is such a talented director. He's so brilliant. And so is Justin Kuritzkis, who wrote the screenplay. I'm excited to see his career just blossom and grow, because this script was, again, I really have trouble reading scripts, like actually sitting down and like getting through it. Yeah. But this was one that I just was like, couldn't stop turning the page. It read, I feel like, similarly to like how it plays too. It just is like,
and then what happens?
And then.
Yeah.
You're right?
Oh, I love those books. Yes.
Juicy.
Yes, I like that. So Zendaya is a lot of fun, y'all. So during her visit, we chatted about some of her preferences with a round of this or that. Check this out. Okay, next, early riser or night owl?
Okay, you know what? Recently, it depends on my jet lag.
Okay.
Right? Because I've been on a world tour.
Yeah, yep.
So I don't know if you guys get this, but typically I usually sleep in, right? I'm definitely more of a night owl. But for some reason, when you travel, you wake up, oh my gosh, I'm up at 5 in the morning. I feel refreshed. I'm gonna have some breakfast. Why don't I do this all the time? And it's like, honey, you're jet lagged.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
or you wake up one day with children and it all changes. Zendaya.
I hear you. I get it. Okay.
I used to be a night owl, and then you have kids and you're like, oh, Oh, that's not allowed
Doesn't
anymore.
work anymore.
So interesting.
Okay.
I'm still a night owl, by the way. I forced myself. Yes, it's hard.
Right.
When you're like naturally, like whatever they call it, your circadian rhythm, whatever they call it. I don't know. I just made that up maybe. But like I am a nighttime girl, but I do love waking up at 5 though sometimes because you get your own time. And then you have a full day and you get so many things done.
Right.
Yeah.
So it depends on the time zone.
I know. I can't wait to talk to you one day when you have kids.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, how's that night owl life?
Right.
Yeah. Like, how's that treating you? Okay, loud neighbors or nosy neighbors? Neither. I don't want this or that.
Well, if I had to choose, I would definitely want loud neighbors over noisy neighbors.
Or nosy? Nosy, yeah.
Noisy.
Nosy or
noisy
loud?
or nosy.
Nosy? Wasn't it nosy? Nosy neighbors or loud neighbors?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would choose loud.
I would choose loud. Yeah.
Nobody wants a nosy neighbor.
No.
Yeah.
You don't want somebody all up in your business.
Yeah.
But also,
there's a reason
if they're
a fence.
loud, you can be in their business.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so that's what I learned. I moved here to New York, and I have this beautiful like outdoor patio thing, but I'm like, it's surrounded by other people that are literally 5 feet from me. I'm like, I can have a conversation out there. What if I'm spilling some tea?
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I can't do that. Yeah. So I would say loud as well. Lunch special. Me. All right, it's a special menu of never-before-seen interviews. I couldn't think of a more perfect place to set up this next clip. You may remember Tom's as the backdrop to many, many scenes in Seinfeld. This is where Elaine stole all the squares and George draped himself in velvet. Yep. Like this place, Jerry Seinfeld is an icon here in New York, so it was great to talk to Jerry about this city and, of course, food. Check it out. Do you ever get that? Do people come up to you about like your routine? Because people come up to me about shows like, oh, I loved your show, or oh man, I was there when you were sick that night. And I'm like, why did you bring that up?
Yeah.
Like, why would you? Yeah. Do you ever have people comment on your stuff?
On my shows?
Yeah.
Oh, I've met many people.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you like the constructive criticism, or do you think it's funny? I always think it's funny when people are like,
I never really got constructive criticism. Usually,
constructive.
what you get in New York, which I love, is Jerry. That's it.
That's all.
Yeah.
And from the tone of your name, you know if it was good or bad.
It's like a guy driving a truck trying to not have to clutch one more time as he's turning the corner and just stick his head out, Jerry, and he'll just keep,
That's awesome.
I love that.
Did your kids, do they watch Seinfeld? It's just such a huge pop culture thing.
I think they've, who knows what kids watch? I don't know what they want. I think they've watched some of it. I don't think they ever got into it. Or,
really?
Yeah.
I think
I saw my daughter watching it one time when she was like 8. And I walked in the room and she's sitting there, watching the show. Imagine this crazy moment, right? So it's a little kid and she's watching her dad on TV.
Yeah.
And I go, why are you watching this? Because do you like it or just because your dad is on? And she took a beat and went, I don't know.
Which is perfect for that show.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
She's got your comedy. She's got your timing.
Yeah, she's very funny.
That's funny. So, well, speaking of Texas, do you like barbecue? Are you a barbecue guy?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah, I love barbecue.
What's your favorite barbecue? Like, I like jalapeno sausage, cheddar, yeah.
I never had that.
No?
I'd like that with a side of truck nuts.
Well, wait, speaking of meat, wait, your wife, she wrote, is it a vegan cookbook? Are you vegan?
My wife has written, I think, 6 different cookbooks of all different things.
Yeah.
But she's got a new one coming out about desserts, not too sweet.
Okay.
Yeah, which I think is a great idea. Because people want dessert, but sometimes it's too much.
It is. I'm the person, even when I go get coffee, I have to say half of whatever. Like if it's vanilla, they put it's like you're drinking syrup.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna like not too sweet.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah. Well, wait. Do you have a favorite food? If it's not barbecue, what's your favorite food?
Favorite food? Pizza.
Pizza.
Sure.
Me too.
Do you ever? I love to talk to people about death row. What's your last meal?
Yeah.
I would guess for you, taking a guess, chicken fried steak.
That's my last meal. It's country fried steak. Yes,
yeah, that's my Texas.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's good.
With the side of
gravy.
No,
Truck nuts. No, yeah, gravy. Yeah, absolutely. What's yours? Yours is pizza for that? That's your moment?
I'd have to give it some thought, but yeah, pizza. I really, really love pizza.
Me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, any kind of way.
Yeah, any kind of way.
While country fried steak isn't on the menu here, these chicken fingers are, and they are hitting the spot, people. Okay, Jerry's famous for his strong opinions, so while he was here, we had to play a round of Jerry and Kelly Can't Stand It. Let's look. Your turn.
Okay. What would we do without
I know. How would they know? Restarting iPhone solution. What?
Okay, so it's, you know, you have a problem with your phone, and everybody goes, just restart it. Really? That's...
I
they
guess.
can't fix that? I mean, it's weird. It's like if your car had you turn the car off, you would think they would, if they can make an iPhone,
you'd think
they
you
should
could
be
handle
able to fix that.
Yeah.
I would think. So that just seems like, I can't believe we're still doing that. I understand in the early development stage, maybe that would be something that people did, but we're still doing it.
Yeah.
Fix it, Apple, fix it.
Yeah. Well, and you'll notice, I don't know, I'm not a conspiracy theorist or anything, but my phone will start acting up when a new one's coming out.
Well, they had to pay for that. They were actually doing that.
Oh, they were?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not crazy.
There was a case. There was a court case, a class action suit. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I was like one of those conspiracy people or whatever, but I'm like, it always is acting up before. Look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Think.
I got another one.
That's two things they have to fix.
Okay. Yeah. Oh my God. Why? Why? Why would you want your coffee cold?
Because it's hot out.
No. It'll be 120. Look, I'm from Texas. It could be 120 degrees. I'm still having a hot tea or a hot coffee.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't. It feels like it's left over. It's like pizza from the night before. In the morning after, you're just too lazy to nuke it.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not for it.
Okay. Is it okay if other people drink it?
I can't stand it. Welcome back. We are here at Tom's Restaurant delivering never-before-seen interviews from last season. Brooke Shields has lived mostly in the spotlight, yet she always seems to have such a balanced perspective on life. Earlier this season, she proved it again when she talked about becoming an empty nester. Take a look.
You know, you get to a certain age and you're like, I want to find things that I like to do. Yeah. Not just to be in shape, but to actually enjoy, so.
And, like, that's the thing I mentioned. Like, I love my kids. I mean, it's obviously going to be hard to see them go and, like, be independent. But at the same time, you get to, like, find out who you are again with your time. Like, you get time back a little bit.
Well, you get to reintroduce yourself to yourself. You know, as well as, I mean, I've been married for what feels like forever.
Yeah.
But
it's going well.
I'll get back to you on that one. No, we've been married 24 years, but it's like you actually have to reintroduce yourselves to each other and to the other relationships that have only been in context with your children. And
it's kind of crazy to think, like, that's why I always applaud, like, 24 years. Y'all are about to celebrate 24 years. That's incredible. Because it's hard. We grow as humans. We change. We evolve. Like, new things come in and inspire us. We evolve. And so it's like to go in the same direction the entire time is kind of insane. Like,
well, but you bring up a very, very good point. I'm actually writing a book about this, about being in this era. I'm older than you are, but being in this era of a woman's life and being in a partnership, you have to be willing to let the other person change and adapt. Yeah. And that's probably one of the hardest things, because I am definitely not the person that I was when I got married.
Yeah, but I mean, you almost hope you wouldn't be. You want to grow and change.
You don't want to be, but change is scary to people. It's scary to partners. It's scary to people. I have sort of a newfound type of confidence that has made me voice my opinion more, not just in the house, but in work. Yeah. And people aren't used to that from me. They're used to me being, you know, polite and fine and sweet. And so in this sort of new era, you have to kind of bring people on the journey with you and say, you know, fundamentally I'm not different, but I have changed. And I still would like to be in this friendship with you. You know, it's across the board, not just husbands or partners, but
just relationships in general.
Just relationships. And you know, that is a scary thing for people to be able to say, okay, I'm gonna go on this journey with you, so to speak.
I think for me, I love change. So I'm opposite. I think that's my problem.
I thrive on it.
I do too. I love like some kind of change. I think that you only live once. Like, let's experience things, and like even moving to New York, I love.
But it's so good for your kids though too.
Yeah.
To teach them that it doesn't have to be scary.
Yeah.
That we're all very adaptable if you think about it. You know.
Yeah.
It's like why I love going on movie sets where I'm completely in a foreign country for a really long time.
Yeah.
Because you adapt, you learn, and that's what I'm used to.
And it's cool. It's like a different chapter.
It is, and I think that's healthy for kids to see that you're still okay, or you're still mom.
Yeah.
You know, no matter what the experience is, because, you know, they're something that's permanent is what makes them feel safe, but you can teach them that there's permanence within change.
I need this conversation like as girlfriends as well. No, this is what I needed. I think God sent you. And you're producing, right?
And I'm producing it. And you know, it's interesting because being a producer just means more work. You know, it's more of a headache. You don't, not a lot changes.
Yeah.
You know, there's no financial difference or anything like that. But what it does is it allows you to hear what the network is saying, because you have to be privy to that information.
Yeah.
So then I can protect the other cast members.
Yeah.
You know, and we were all in bathing suits, and and there's like, you have to protect your castmates, and
absolutely.
And that doesn't always happen. It's not always kind to angles and women and lighting, and so by having that producer title, I was able to say, do you not like this bathing suit? Are you comfortable with this?
Yeah.
Do you want me to change the angle? Is the camera high enough for you? Like, all those things that seem like vanity are really just caring for your female colleagues, you know.
For everyone. I say this often, literally, that's my favorite thing I ever did was work on that team with The Voice, and this show, obviously, but I just mean, other than this show, that team, we knew we were protected. Like, we had such a good time. Everybody's like, oh, y'all's chemistry is so... And I was like, because they let us play, and we knew it would be protected, and we knew that they would have, shine everybody in a good light. And, like, when people are in that environment, and you have creative people in that environment, you get the best outcome, I think.
But, you also have to give yourself a lot of credit, because I was saying this backstage, that when you are the lead of a show, whether it's a talk show or whatever it is, it's up to you to set the tone for every crew member, every person. I can see that people are shaking their heads.
Yeah.
You set the tone for the respect level.
Yeah.
And, that doesn't, in my history of being in the entertainment industry, had I not had my mother, I would have probably been obliterated more often than not, because they just don't care about the talent, right? And so as you grow older, you realize the importance of sticking up for one another and becoming what is supposed to be a team.
Thinking outside yourself and as a team.
Yeah.
Absolutely.